I also should hit that record button. Because, hey, I can't just have them both go do the thing at the same time. Because that would be easy. Now, wouldn't it? Yeah, whatever. Uh-oh. They're in mode only. Should probably turn that off. Oop. I do need, like, get starting thing, like a timer or some music I play. I could play. I could play some. But brain, how are we gonna do that? Well, Pinky, with the power of Twitch chat, anything is possible. You know, like how we can laugh Arcadium off the platform. Nothing, nothing. But, okay, so I've finished my sandwich. Ow. Oh, shit. Um, so I did a little bit of a follow up to uh well, I did a follow up to some comments last night where Slorch had come in and said like, "Oh hey, Arcadium tried to do a comeback to Twitch stream that lasted an hour and a half." Oh man. Oh, I went and took a look at one of like somebody had just posted or somebody took a clip from his channel. Um Literally titled it "Scum of the Earth," and literally it's just him going on about how his chat's gonna stay in emote only for the foreseeable future because he literally says because obviously, and his chat is just going off like it it honestly made me laugh because you could tell he's doing everything in his power to try to play it off, but it's not working. And it lasted an hour and a half, and then I didn't like actually go watch the VOD. I just watched the clip. So like, it's just my dude, you have royally screwed up. How do you enjoy karma? So hey, we're not here to talk about that garbage. We're here to frickin' send Shy to the Shadow Realm. You packed your bags. Oh, I need to remember what I need to pull up. Where's Discord? Card games on motorcycles. Let's go. Oh man. The freaking Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged series is like debatably better than actual Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's kind of funny. All right. Shoot. I want the old one. Oh, right. I forgot to add a very important tag that um needs to be put on every time. Tool, how dare you? When did you unfollow? How mean? How bully? Why you bully?
Hello there.
Yeah, no, Tool, when did you unsubscribe? I have no fucking clue. The most important tag, hashtag boy. Also, hi, Semper. Is there a boy tag? I want to. Oh, no. And I don't mean like male. I mean like literally BOI. Boy. That must be said in like a deep, gruff voice, as like every freaking Gosh, where's that picture Riku sent me? Children's card games? Yes, there are children's card games, and not on motorcycles because that's dangerous. Riku, did you send me that picture in DMs, by the way? Or did you put it in the group chat? Ah. Scroll. There it is. Just shove this on my desktop. Why does everybody put it like that? Don't freaking no. How dare. No, I'm not disabling freaking ad block. That explains where you've been. Because I was wondering, like, when was the last time Semper freaking streamed? I never see Semper on when I get done streaming anymore. M. Um. Yeah, no, not gonna lie. This is if you do not say the word boy in the like, or at least mentally in the voice of one of these three people, you're doing it wrong. Oh, man. The last few weeks have been insane. How so? Just like a lot of work, or um, we're on Pharaoh's Servant, right? Just pull up the card list for that. Shit ton of work leading up to your last day of work. Oh, nice. Did you like get a new job someplace else, or? Ah, I'm also just, yes, remove meme. Working on your own projects and such. Well, that's cool. I mean, I don't know. I don't have anything else to say except for that's cool. I'm sitting there like, is there anything else useful I can add to this? No. Okay. I am like the worst motivational speaker ever because I'm just the kind of person that just says just do it, and when they say why, I just say just do it. um Where's my Chrome tab? Uh, yes. But hey, as long as I will say, as long as all your projects get done and you're happy with it and you're not like starving in a box on the street, that's totally good. Need more music from Forsaken. I'm pretty sure I don't actually know what Forsaken is. Also, I will be honest, Shy. I'm hoping you pull Jinzo because just to prove you wrong last night, because you were saying that you were gonna pull Jinzo and not get to use him. So Shy, pull Jinzo and use him. Do it. Do it. Do it. Shy came to me with the suggestion of, hey, how about like once a week, how about we play Yu-Gi-Oh, but we do a progression series, which is every week we pull 24 packs in essentially the order that they're released, and then we make a deck out of it, and then each week stacks upon last week and blah blah blah. And then me and Shy go best 2 out of 3. I'll be honest, this is very, very low budget, low production value, and we're just being memes. I mean, last week I won with a deck that I referred to as Hungry Burger Turbo, and it did everything but Turbo Hungry Burger. I won on freaking Mill first time. I feel so bad. Yeah, it's basically uh, a pull draft thing. Like, I do know people who are better at children's card games than me and Shy have done this on YouTube before. Also, hi Seven. So I mean, yeah, I don't know. There's it's a draft, but every week me and Shy pull more cards, put them into our pool of cards that we can use. Also, no ban list until we get to that point in the stages, which means triple pots of greed. I'm having a hard time not thinking of power bombs when I hear burger. Riku, if only Hungry Burger was strong enough to make that connection, that would actually be great. Alright. Before I destroy my voice here, because I'm noticing my voice sounds a bit congested, let's go through what in the world that I could potentially get out of this. Well, starting off the top, Jinzo is like... Jinzo was the Meta King. But, you know, power creep is a bitch. So Jinzo would be like peak performance. There's my favorite meme that I used in Duel Links constantly, which was Parasite Parasite. When it's flipped, put this card face up in your opponent's deck and shuffle it. When your opponent draws this card, it is special summoned to their side of the field in face up defense position and inflicts 1,000 damage to them. Then, while this card is face up on the field, all monsters your opponent controls become insect type monsters. Now, yeah, I know. Jinzo's occasionally being like side decked, from what I heard. But now I've never managed to pull off the parasite thing, where you essentially put it into your opponent's deck, and when it's summoned, you use insect repellent to wipe their field. But I know that was a meme in the show. And yeah, Jinzo is apparently still being used simply because, well, yeah, trap cards and their effects in the field cannot be activated. Negate all trap effects on the field. I'm pretty sure it's more like panic put Jinzo on the field because your opponent's about ready to kill you. Also, alt art Jinzo. Let's see here. What else we got? 7 complete. Ironically, not a card for slot machine. What is it? That's freaking Bandit Keith's Ace Monster. What the hell is it? I'm fairly confident I actually did get one the other day. Yes. Wait, it's literally called Slot Machine? Okay. No wonder I thought it was called Slot Machine. It is Slot Machine. Well, that's his other ace monster. Light Force Sword. Banish one random card in your opponent's hand face down during your opponent's forced standby phase. After this card's activation, return to the hand. Chain Destruction. Yeah, this is gonna be the trap card pack, isn't it? Time Seal. Skip the draw phase of your opponent's next turn. AKA, there is a really damn good reason this card is banned. Let's see here. Grave Robber. Grave Robber is not as good in the actual card game. Select one spell card in your opponent's graveyard. You can use it as your hand until the end of the next end of the turn. End of the next turn. Yeah. If you use it, you take 2,000 points of damage. Meanwhile, in the anime, you literally can just steal any card from your opponent's graveyard and have it added to your hand. Because Joey knows how to use his deck. 300 life points for each monster on the field. Life points don't matter. Let's see. Your opponent must keep their hand revealed once per turn during your opponent's standby phase. If they have a spell in their hand, they gain 1,000 life points if that spell in their they gain 1,000 life points if they have a spell in their hand at resolution. Okay. I don't know why you'd use this card anyway. Dust Tornado. Target one spawn trap your opponent controls. Destroy it. Then you can set a spell or trap from your hand. Can't find your cat. No. That reminds me of something I had a conversation with my parents about today, but I'm not gonna do it. Well, go take a little bit more time, or put some food out. Food tends to get cats to show up. Not gonna lie. Also, a card that does not need... You just fed them. Oh. Much as I kind of wish. Much as I kind of wish I could offer a bit more, I'm not sure. I mean, I'd say instead of watching me go on about children's card games, you might as well go out and look for the cat, poke around, and see if the cat pops up. But yeah. Anybody? I will say, getting back to the topic at hand. Call of the Haunted should not really need any introduction to anybody who's played the card game. Continuous spell. Activate this card by targeting one monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target in attack position. When this card leaves the field, destroy that monster. And when that monster leaves the field, destroy this card. I believe Call of the Haunted was banned at one point. Maybe it wasn't. It does seem like one of those cards that has just like... It balances itself pretty well. Though it also doesn't, like, make your zombie monsters functionally immortal. Because thanks, Season 1. Solomon's Law Book isn't very useful. Select 2 monster card attributes. Your opponent then selects one of the 2 attributes and destroys all face-up monsters with that attribute on the field. Enchanted Javelin. Increase your life points with the attack of 1 monster. 9 times out of 10, you're just going to save that for when you get attacked directly and then just kind of eat the attack. Mirror Wall, a.k.a. I hate this card in Duel Links. Have the attack of your opponent's attacking monster. Once per turn during your standby phase, pay 2,000 life points or destroy this card. Let's see here. When you activate this card, you can activate this card when one or more of your spell cards are destroyed and sent from the field to the graveyard by a card effect your opponent controls. Destroy a spell or trap card on the field. I still don't understand why they have so many oddly specific trap cards. And I'm pretty sure this is the exact same thing, just when one or more of your trap cards are destroyed. Also wish it wouldn't click. Wouldn't do that when I clicked it, but... Let's see here. Armored Glass. You can activate this card when a monster is equipped with an equip spell. Negate the effect of all equipped cards in the field during the turn this is activated. I know. Like, there are quite a few oddly specific cards. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up on my other monitor real quick. Like, okay. Like, okay, if you want to see a card that I keep as the pinnacle of, like, super specific cards, Morphtronic Magnon Bar. While in attack position, once per turn, if you control exactly 2 other face-up attack position monsters and no additional monsters, this card gains the combined attack of the other 2 monsters you control until the end phase. The other 2 monsters cannot attack the turn you activate this effect. Let's just go down the list here. Once per turn, if you control exactly 2 other face-up attack position monsters and no additional monsters, you gain the effect until the end phase. And the other 2 monsters cannot attack. It's not even a very good effect either, because it's like, oh hey, this thing just has 100 attack anyway, so unless you got 2 really good beaters, it doesn't matter. Oh, and then the short but equally as bad defense position effect. Monsters you control cannot attack. 10 out of 10. And, like, it's not that I mind oddly specific cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Because, let's be honest, if you played Duelist of the Roses and you've seen the effect of Fake Trap in that game, you know what oddly specific is. But, yeah. This negates all equipped cards on the field during the turn it's activated. If you activate it, you can activate this card when a field spell is activated. Negate the field spell during the turn it's activated. Why not just play MST? I activate a field spell. Well, I activate MST. Oh, man. It's also vastly more flexible. Exact same effect for continuous spells. Exact same effect for continuous traps. Luminous Healer. You can only activate this card when you take damage to your life points. Increase your life points by 1,000. Also, increase your life points by 500 for each Luminous Healer in your graveyard. Alright. Not bad, but life points are functionally useless. Appropriate. Activate only when your opponent draws cards outside of either player's draw or out of either draw phase. Okay. After that, each time your opponent draws a card outside of either draw phase, immediately draw 2 cards. Wait. So you activate it only when your opponent draws cards outside of the draw phase. And then, if they draw cards again while the card is face up on the field, you immediately get 2 cards. Continuous traps, you say? Oh my god. No, this actually doesn't seem that bad, but this is just Maxi in trap card form. It basically deters your opponent to draw more. Shy. I would like to introduce you to the concept known as the Max C challenge, which is the best meme, and I need to talk about this because there are quite a few people here who don't know about Max C and why it's banned over here and not in the OCG. All right, Max C. During either player's turns, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. This turn, each time your opponent special summons a monster, immediately draw 1 card. You can only use 1 Maxi per turn. Now, in the concept of old Yu-Gi-Oh, like right now, this card is exceedingly bad. In the context of modern Yu-Gi-Oh, this card is ridiculous. Why? Because if you don't end on like a full board of like 5 or more special summoned monsters, you bricked. But Maxi has a second side. This is where the Max C challenge comes in. Essentially, your opponent plays Max C on your turn. And you essentially are like, you know what? Fine. All you need to do is make your opponent draw their entire deck off of Max C so that when their turn comes up and they go to draw and have no more cards, they lost the game. That's the Max C challenge. And I will be honest, there's a bit of conflicting opinions on Maxi because in the TCG, which is essentially Yu-Gi-Oh over here in the US, this Maxi's banned. It's completely banned. Over in the OCG, which is over in Japan and all that, it's not banned at all. You can run Maxi at 3. Which I'm pretty sure it's not the only example of OCG not banning something or OCG banning something and then the TCG not. But it kind of says something about the difference between the two quote unquote game versions when Maxi can go run rampant over there and not over here. So essentially appropriate is like the counter to having 3 pots of greed in your deck. So nowhere near as strong as this asshole. Well, I say asshole, but I think it's more of a meme. Might run one. That's only because I know Shy has a lot of pots of greed. We can still run that. Force Requisition. You can activate this card when you discard a card from your hand. After that, each time you discard a card from your hand, your opponent must discard the same number of cards from their hand. Okay. DNA Surgery. Activate this card by declaring a monster type. All face-up monsters on the field become that type. Can we have the DNA Surgery for the graveyard so we can make, like, Cyber Dark Dragon not absolute garbage? Please? No? That's what I thought. Let's see here. Select one type of monster. Any monster of the selected type cannot attack. To keep this card in effect, you must offer 1 monster from the field as tribute at your I expect to say at the start of each of your standby phase, but not. There are 5 or 4 more monsters in your graveyard. Target up to 3 non-effect monsters with 15 or less attack in your graveyard. Add them to your hand. Oh, non-effect. Okay. I say that this sounds like a really good card, and that's like. Major right. You can activate this card when 1 or more of your monsters are returned from the field to your hand. Return all monsters in the field. No, I'm not playing Final Fantasy XIV. Return all monsters in the field to your respective hands. Both you and your opponent can then special summon from your hand the same number of monster cards on the field in face-down defense position. Oh my god. No, take your Final Fantasy XIV garbage and shove it. Let's see here. Ceasefire. I remember Ceasefire from Duel Links. If a face-down defense position monster or an effect monster is in the field, change all face-down defense position monsters in the field to face-up defense position. Let monster effects are not activated. Also inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each effect monster on the field. What council? Oh, hold on. Setting Yu-Gi-Oh aside, what do you mean your motion has been denied by the council? What council? This is my freaking stream chat. The only one in charge here is me. I don't want to be that guy, but the one in charge here, the council. It doesn't even have a name. It's just the council. And then, yes, Riku. I am the council. Well, let me put it this way. My donation goal is not to make me play Final Fantasy XIV. It's to make me play Dark Souls. So, you can't make me play Dark Souls. Or, you can't make me play Final Fantasy XIV. You can make me play Dark Souls, though. The council needs no name, as it's self-explanatory. Oh my god. Yeah, Dark Souls 2 specifically is next. Ugh. I can't stay on topic. Hey, to be fair, all we gotta do is kick the shit out of the 4 lords, then go smack Artorias and Manus in their bitch face, and then we gotta go fight Gwen. OG or Sins? I'm pretty sure I have Sins. I'm off topic again. What the fuck is on topic? Yeah, apparently. Let me get through the cards and I'll go off topic. I'm gonna try to go through garbage here. Light of Intervention. When this card is on the field, monster cards cannot be set or flipped face down. A monster card would be set at his normal summoned face at defense position. Well, that would screw me. Let's see. Respect played. During the respective turns, each player must show their opponent their hand. And then Magical Hats. Magical Hats is a bit of a meme for me. But that was mostly because Duel Links, I would set a couple of cards that would trigger when being destroyed, which Magical Hats can destroy them. But during your opponent's battle phase, choose 2 spell or trap cards from your deck and 1 monster in your main monster zone. Special summon them as normal monsters in face-down defense position. Set the chosen monster if it is face-up, and shuffle them. 2 cards chosen from your deck are destroyed at the end of the battle phase and cannot remain on the field during this battle phase. Except during this battle phase. Yeah, it's a good stall meme, but not much. Let's see here. Nobleman of Crossout. Target 1 face-down defense position monster in the field. Destroy that target, and if you do, banish it. Then, if it was a flip monster, each player reveals their main deck, then banishes all cards from it with the monster's name. I heard you don't want another Cyberjar meme. Let's see here. Nobleman of Extermination. Target 1 face-down spell or trap card on the field. Destroy it. If you do, banish it. Then, if it was a trap, each player reveals their main deck, then banishes all cards from it with that card's name. Do we even reveal our decks? Don't answer that question. Shallow grave. Each player targets one monster in their own grave. Each player special summons the target from the grave in face-down defense position. Okay. Premature burial, aka we heard you liked the non-trap card version of Call of the Haunted. Activated by paying 800 life points. Then target one monster in your grave. Special summon that target in attack position and equip it with this card. When this card is destroyed, destroy the equipped monster. And apparently, well, no, I'm assuming it doesn't say vice versa because equipped spells are normally destroyed when their monster is destroyed. Inspection. During your opponent's standby phase, you can randomly select one card in your opponent's hand and look at it at the cost of 500 life points. Why would I do that? Prohibition. Activate by declaring one card name. Cards with that name and their effects cannot be used. Cards already in the field are not affected. I declare Pot of Greed. You are not allowed to use any Pots of Greed in your deck. Ah, yes! Morphing Jar 2. Stop flicking your cards. On flip, shuffle all monsters on the field into the deck. Then, each player excavates cards from the top of their deck until they excavate the same number of monsters they shuffled into their main deck. Special summon all excavated level 4 or lower monsters in face-down defense position. Also send the remaining cards to the graveyard. So, if nobody has ever seen if nobody's ever seen If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device, more specifically the Yugioh based episode, the second one, Zeech uses this card to literally put almost all of his deck into the graveyard, and then try to play a trap card that deals damage to your opponent equal to the number of spell cards in your graveyard. It's honestly the most ingeniously awful strategy, and I love it. Normal monsters, who cares? So it's Warp World, but worse. Yeah. Let's see here. When your opponent's monster attacks this card in face-down defense position, this card becomes an equipped spell card equipped to the attacking monster. During each of your opponent's standby phase, increase your life points by half of the attack of the monster equipped with this card. No, it doesn't stop the attack. Well, it doesn't stop the monster from attacking, so it's kind of a bit of a mute point. Buster Blader! Oh my god, Buster Blader, I wish you were better. He just gains 500 attack for each dragon-type monster your opponent controls or in his graveyard. And requires 2 tributes. Yugioh. When a monster is sent from the field to your graveyard, even during the damage step, target one monster in the field and destroy. Oh god. For reference, Warp World is an MTG Magic the Gathering card that does this. Each player shuffle all permanents they own into their library, then reveals that many cards on the top of their library, which I'm assuming is just deck. Each player puts all artifacts, creatures, and land cards revealed this way onto the battlefield, which I assume is just the field. Then does the same for enchantment cards, then puts all cards revealed this way that weren't put onto the battlefield on the bottom of their library, aka deck. You see, this is the problem, because that's the kind of card that I would run because it'd be funny. Like purely because it's funny. Is it good? No. Is it funny? Yes. So many freaking trap cards. Only effects when your opponent's life points are 3,000 or less. Inflict 500 damage to your opponent's life points during each of his or her standby phase. Oh boy. Campbell, aka Joey. You can only activate this card when your opponent's hand is 6 or more cards and your hand is 2 or less. Toss a coin and call heads or tails. If you call right, draw until you have 5 cards. If you call it wrong, skip your next turn. No! No! This is a gamble and a half. This is a you screw this up, you lost the duel. Attack receive. You can activate this card when you take damage to your life points. Inflict 700 damage to your opponent's life points. Also inflict 300 additional points for each attack and receive in the graveyard. Increase your life points by 500 points each time you draw a card or cards. Skull Invitation. Each time a card is sent to the graveyard, inflict 300 damage to the owner of each card sent. Ooh. Fun. Wait, yeah, I'm just gonna finish this because I'm pretty sure we're at like garbage or normal cards. Your Bubonic Vermin, when it's flipped, you can special summon a Bubonic Vermin from your deck in face down defense position, and then shuffle your deck, obviously. Normal monsters. Burning Land. When this card is activated, if there are any field spells on the field, destroy them. During each player's standby phase, the turn player takes 500 damage. I miss this card. I use it in Duel Links a lot. Cold Wave, which is banned. This card can only be activated at the start of main phase 1. During your next turn, you and your opponent cannot play or set any spell or trap cards. Oh god. Ew. So literally next turn shuts your opponent out of spell and traps. Fairy Meteor Crush, which literally just inflicts piercing damage. Limiter Removal, also known as Machines Punch Harder. Double the attack of all machine monsters you currently control until the end phase. During the end phase, destroy all those monsters. Rain of Mercy, 1,000 life points. For both players. Monster Recovery. Target one monster you control that is owned by you. If that monster is still on the field, shuffle it and your entire hand into the deck. Also, after that, draw cards equal to the number of cards you shuffled from your hand into the deck by this effect. You cannot activate this card if you have cards in your hand that is owned by your opponent. $20 says that last bit is because of the fact that cards got stolen a lot. Let's see your shift. When your opponent targets exactly one monster you control and no other cards for an attack or with a spell or trap effect, target another monster you control that would be an appropriate target. That attack, spell, or trap now targets the new target. You just change the target. Insect Imitation. Tribute a monster. Special summon one insect-type monster from your deck whose level is one higher than the tributed monsters. Oddly specific. Dimension Hole. Select one monster on your side of the field and remove it from play until your next standby phase. While the monster is removed from play, the monster card zone of the selected monster cannot be used. I wonder if this works like, the Emergency Ejector card? Because that actually does cancel attacks. Not a quick play, though, so I'm assuming no. Ground Collapse. Select two main monster zones of the field. Neither player can use the selected zones. You cannot select a zone that is occupied by a monster. I didn't know Jambas came out in this pack. Magic Drain. When your opponent activates a spell card, they can discard one spell to negate this card's effect, otherwise negate the activation of the spell card, and if you do, destroy it. When the choice is painful. Infinite Dismissal. Level 3 or low monsters are destroyed during the end phase of the turn they are normal or flip summoned. Gravity Bind. Level 4 or higher monsters cannot attack. I absolutely hate these two cards in Duels of the Roses. Discard one spell card from your hand to inflict 500 points or 500 damage to your opponent's life points. Screw the strategies each actually use. Why'd you not use, like, this for the meme? Shadow of Eyes. When a monster is set on your opponent's field, target one of those set monsters, change that set monster to face-up attack position, and it does not activate flip effects. Legendary Fisherman, also known as, like, the worst boss monster ever in early Yu-Gi-Oh! While Umi is on the field, this card is unaffected by spell effects and cannot be targeted for attacks, but does not prevent your opponent from attacking you directly. Yes. Sword Hunter. At the end of the battle phase, this card destroyed a monster by battle and sent it to the graveyard. Equip all those monsters from the graveyard to this card as equip spells, and he gains 200 attack for each card. Drill Bug. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent's life points, you can select one Parasite from your deck, shuffle the deck, and place Parasite on top of your deck. God, I hope I get 3 Parasites because I'm just gonna be a shit with them. I apologize in advance, Jai. Let's see your Deep Sea Warrior. As long as Umi's up on the field, it's unaffected by spells. Who cares? Fight Shoes. On flip, change the attack or defense position of one face-up monster on the field. The card must remain face-up. It just changes things around. Invitation to a Dark Sleep. This card is summoned, excluding special summon. Select one of your opponent's monsters. As long as this card remains face-up on the field, the selected monster cannot attack. 1,000 Eyes Restrict. You're not good right now. When Instant Fusion is added to this, you are fantastic. Because he's essentially just relinquished but better. Like literally, it's just relinquished. I'll just read it. Other monsters in the field cannot change their battle position or attack. Once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls, equip that target to this card, max of 1. This card's attack and defense become equal to the equipped monsters. If this card would be destroyed, destroy the equipped monsters. The important thing to note is other monsters in the field cannot change their battle position or attack. In addition to just stealing an opponent's monster. Hayabusa Knight, this card can attack twice for only 1,000 attack. Bombardment Beetle. Pick up and see one face-down defense position monster on your opponent's side of the field. If it is an effect monster, destroy it. Its flip effect is not activated. And if the card is not, return it to its original position. AKA, set monster removal. 4-star Ladybug. All 4-star monsters are destroyed when it flips. Well, your opponent's 4-star monsters. Vampire Baby. Actually didn't have this card. At the end of the battle phase, if this card destroyed a monster by battle and sent it to the graveyard this turn, you can special summon that monster to your side of the field. You gotta kill something with 700 attack, though. At Sword Beast, if this card attacks defense position monster, inflict piercing. Fine. Goblin Attack Force. 2,300 attack at level 4. Downside is when it attacks, it's change your defense position at the end of the battle phase. It cannot be changed until, end phase of your next turn. So it's essentially a cooldown card. And we have some normal monsters. Don't really care. We need a Mega Cyber, which I think this was a pretty good card. If your opponent controls at least two more monsters than you do, you can special summon this card from your hand. It is a level 6 that you would be able to special summon without a tribute. Has 2,200 attack, so if they just got less than 2,000 attack, you're good. But yeah, it's an ultra rare along with Jinzo, which means the odds of getting it are pretty hard. Gearfried the Iron Knight. If either player equips an equip spell to this card, destroy that equip card. There's apparently a few, cheesy things you could do with Gearfried. But really, at this point, the only thing it's useful for is the whole, you can shift equips to it. Just to, with the, I believe it's that one trap card, Shift. And that just destroys the equip. Oh. Insect Barrier. Insect-type monsters your opponent controls cannot declare an attack. Parasite would like to know your location. And then Imperial Order, which is limited currently. Negate all spell effects on the field. Once per turn during your standby phase, you must spend 700 life points. This is not optional. Or this card is destroyed. I love how it said, this is not optional. Like you ever had a choice in this. That just kind of makes me funny. All right. I'd say that's enough reading of the meme cards. Let's get this party started. Sealed draft mode 24. Correct, Shy? I will remember that. I will actually remember the settings every week at this point. And Pharaoh Servant. I should probably also get that call started. So feel free to join and mute/deafen yourself. Whatever you need to do. Hello. That's the wrong button. Guy is typing. Guy is the dashies is typing. Probably making sure I take longer the more I just comment on it. I already did my draft pick. I'm still gonna figure out what the fuck to do with your deck. I can't wait to see this. All right, let's get my cards. I wanna see what I get here. Yep, sealed 24 should already be logged into deck builder this time, so it doesn't break. Gentlemen, let's see how I screw myself. Okay. Alright, we should have definitely. Ceasefire. Okay, I might use that. Light Force Sword as well, just for the meme. Then again, I like more my command and control than, like... You know, I actually had both of these cards in real life. But... Shift, Solomon Wishes, the Regulations of the Tribe. If I can get 2 more Bubonic Vermin, I'll be happy. Because then I can do some deck thing shenanigans with it. Shadow Eyes, respect play. Shallow Grave, yes please. Like, just... Oh man, it's already all coming together. There's another bubonic vermin. Oh god. I'm getting stupid ideas, and you all should know as well as I do. It's gonna be a mill deck. Shallow Grave into Cyberjar. Why? It's so awful. Flip. 7 complete. Magic Drain. Definitely taking that. Great. Yeah, no, Gradius is a card. Gradius has its own line in this game. As well as BES, which I'm pretty sure are the bosses of Gradius. Bombardment Beetle. Yes, please. Oh man, give me more fun stuff. Give me more fun stuff to probably make Shy really mad at me. I still think Shy might have been like rather displeased with how things went last week. But that might have just been the Cyberjar on Cyberjar play. But we'll see. You know, for some reason, this card is like referred to as Harpy's brother for some reason, and I'm just like, why? And they changed the name to Sky Scout, apparently. God, I can open packs faster than this thing can load them. Come on, give me like, well, okay, maybe don't give me Jinzo. Like, I don't think Jinzo would come in handy for me today. Now, Shy, on the other hand, if she gets Jinzo, I might be up shit creek without a paddle, because that means, like, I miss out on a lot of fun cards. Time Seal. You know, I hate how this is legal, but I'm not playing it. I have at least some honor, ignoring the fact that I play a mill deck. Okay, when I played standard Yu-Gi-Oh, I played Ancient Gears. I just punched my opponent in the face really, really hard. And I believe that's the third Bubonic, and that's the third Magic Terrain. Oh boy. I'm ready to shut down like everything Shy does. Nothing particularly interesting though. Like, I'm getting the cards that I like generally wanted for my usual garbage. But like I'm not getting anything too interesting. Now, note, I have not gotten any morphing jars, so I can't do that. Oh, man. Mirror wall. Oh, God. Nothing. It's like the third. This is at least the third time I've gotten Skull Mariner. Another 4-star Ladybug of Doom! Internet? What's up with you? Weird. Comcast is up to no good again. Well, I got Gear Freed in that last pack, but that's not particularly useful. Alright. Add to collection. Refresh Dick Builder. It's saying no to Yu-Gi-Oh for you. Nah, I'm not saying like no to Yu-Gi-Oh because I told Shy I'd do this, so we're doing it. All right. Oh, all right. So what should be the theme of this week's deck? Because last week was Hungry Burger Turbo. um, I am at least gonna use bits and pieces from last week's strategy because that did very much like come back and bite Shy in the ass really bad. And even that it's how I play. Just monsters, nothing. Oh man, what is that card? There is a card that if I do get it, I can so do that. I cannot remember what's called. What is it? Is it Heart of the Underdog? I don't know. Heart of the Underdog. Yes, Heart of the Underdog. During your draw phase, when you draw a normal monster, you can reveal it and draw one more card, and you can chain that. If I can get Heart of the Underdog, I will 110% do a deck that is majority monsters. No, we're not going that far because unfortunately, um, I need spells or this is going to go poorly. No, no. I just need to run a deck of 40 Gate Guardians. Can I summon it? No. Is it good? No. Oh man. All right. Well, 3 Thunder Dragons. Virtual World. What's Virtual World? I'm sorry. Modern you. Oh wait, no. I just looking at the card. I'm like, oh, I remember this. I mean, nice. I give you props for knowing how to play modern Yu-Gi-Oh to a better level than probably me. And by probably mean yes, you know more about the game than I do. I don't know. I like my classic Yu-Gi-Oh. That is me. I like being slow and meme worthy. I want an Exodia deck. I need to get all 5 pieces of Exodia. It would be incredibly funny. Oh, right! Super heavy Samurai! Because they literally gain effects for not having spell or trap cards in your graveyard. Man, if only if Super Heavy Samurai had, like, been out when I played the game. I probably would have played them instead of Ancient Gears. See here. Also, their boss monster's a train. For some reason. Alright. Well, because ban list doesn't matter yet because, hey. Anybody else looking at this thing, just like, what the frick are you doing? Don't ask questions. I know what I'm doing. Do you know what I'm doing? No, you don't. What I'm doing is I'm being a shit. Oh, which wait, hold on. It's Shadow Ghoul, right? Bonus attack based on the number of monsters in the graveyard. And I got 1, so I can one off Shadow Ghoul. He'll be the backup plan. Yeah, you know what? I think I know what I can. They do have at least some decent beater rituals that I think will make this work. No, if I brick, I brick. I will wholeheartedly admit that if this goes poorly, I deserve everything I'm about to get. I don't. No Hungry Burger Turbo this week. I think that Parasite shit. When did I start playing? I pretty much started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in. I want to say probably GX is when I started, though I did have some cards earlier than that. So I'll just take the safe bet and say I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In the GX series. Painful choice. Oh my god. I'm actually not gonna run the Nobleman of Extermination because that'll come back and bite me in the ass if I hit something I play. Yeah, I don't relinquished. Woohoo. Those magic trains. I'm going to go in with the Solemn Judgment. Is there any other trap cards I need? I do need to grab the Ritual Monster though for what I want to do. I want to try drawing as many cards as possible. But yeah, I will say my safe bet is I started in the GX era and I pretty much went and tried to get my hands on as many Ancient Gear monsters as possible. Because they were by far the most. I say they're the most fun, but it was probably because at the time they were just so freaking simple to play. It wasn't funny. Because they're just literally punch harder. Upstart in the side deck, just as a precaution here. Where is. Oh, I only got one of the Turtle Oaths. That might be a problem. Well, I don't exactly have a high attack monster in this deck. That's not a Jirai Gumo, but that's not the point of the deck. Um, Honestly, the point is to try to like cycle through as many of my cards as possible. So you know what? We will run another stupid cheesy version of Hungry Burger Turbo, and I'm really hoping I can get Ritual Weapon when we get access to that. I should drag out of the deck. This is just to get rid of Shy's like face downs or set monsters because I know she's running similar monsters, but I'm running. Oh, where's Hane Hane? I'm gonna put Hane Hane in the side deck. Like, at the very least, me having a side deck is probably better than like last time where I just go in with what I've got and just go for it. 3 Borgers or what? I could use or side deck an equip spell. Oh yeah, you can't go by. Might be really bad. Do I honestly care? No. Premature burial. Toss that there. If I need. You know what? I did say I wasn't gonna use them, but I'll toss them in the side. Because maybe I'll figure out that there's a spell card that Shy has that I don't. That would be. Oh, and Shallow Grave. I know. Pot of Greed came up. Have you explained what it does? Pot of Greed allows you to draw 2 cards from the top of your deck and put them into your hand. So bad. Alright, so I guess my general strategy here is essentially to try to get out. Well, alright. Hero Shadow Scout. I love this card to no end because I use it so much in Duel Links. Essentially, yep, when it's flipped, your opponent draws 3 cards, reveals them. Any spells are gone sent to the graveyard, and the rest adds to the hand. And essentially my hope is to try to get as many cards into essentially like last time. My hope is to try to get as many cards into Shy's hand as possible, so that she has to discard some. Cyber Jar is just a field nuke. Destroy all monsters on the field, and then reveal the top 5 cards of the deck. Summon any level 4 or lower monsters and attack or defense, or face down defense, face up attack. And the rest adds to the hand. Again, works really good in conjunction with Shadow Scout. Essentially, just flip Shadow Scout face up, or wait until Shy crashes into Cyberjar. Thunder Dragon is to clear cards out of the deck. Witch of the Black Forest is to essentially get things like Shadow Scout, Cyberjar out. Same for Sangan. Bubonic Vermin is essentially just the same as Thunder Dragon, because when it's flipped, it special summon another one in face down defense position on the field. Nimble Mamanga is pretty much the same thing, only this one needs to be destroyed by battle. Shadow Ghoul is essentially the backup plan for when Cyberjar can't get the job done, Shadow Scout can't get the job done, etc. Jirai Gumo, also a bit of a backup plan because it's just a 22k, 22k wall. Senju and Sonic Bird are just to get out, maybe get out Hungry Burger earlier. The Bombardment Beetles are to hit Shy's face down monsters. Dark Hole is, again, a field nuke. Painful choice. I'll be honest, there are, like, even if I just get one extra card out of my deck, well, let me swap that with Upstart. I feel like Upstart's just purely a better choice, because it's just a straight draw one for 1,000 life points, but I will put Painful Choice in my side deck. I should not have to explain why I put Pot in the Greed of the deck, but because it's a meme, Pot of Greed's in the deck to allow me to draw 2 cards. Magic Drain! Literally, either Shy discards a card or it negates a spell. Like, I'll be putting a lot of cards in Shy's hand with Shadow Scout, Cyberjar, and all that. But Magic Drain is there to essentially negate any problem cards, or at the very least activate it when Shy has something in her hand that she doesn't want to get rid of. So, Solemn Judgment is literally... I would say, honestly, Solemn Judgment is just straight up an Omni Negate for half of my life points. Woo, half my life points, I don't care. So, I'm just going to play one. As I said, Hungry Burgers, just because of the fact that I know I'm going to get a lot of stuff from, like, Witch of the Black Forest, Bubonic Vermin, Cyberjar, and all that. So, then I can just get out a 2K wall. And then we'll run the Upstart Goblin at 1, currently. I can run 2, because the ban list, but I don't think I'm going to need as many cards in my hand, because the majority of my deck is monsters. Alright. Plus, if I end up with a lot of cards in my hand, I can just hamburger recipe for a Hungry Burger. I thought I wanted to run the turtle this time, but I apparently didn't have as many, like, Turtle Oaths or Commencement Dances that I thought I had. So. Submit this deck, no. Again, I'm calling it Hungry Burger Turbo 2, and it's not... It very much does not turbo out Hungry Burger, because unless I had, like, 3 of these and 3 of these, I'm pretty sure that really wouldn't help. Boot up Dueling Book here. Deck Construction, import. Save, set as default. Alright. Banned at 1. That's the fun of the progression series. You can use whatever you want until you get to the first ban list, which, what I understand, the first ban list didn't come out till GX. Not that I care. Hell, we could go without a ban list into modern Yu-Gi-Oh! And I won't care. I'm just gonna run theme garbage. I guess I can go through the side deck real quick. Swords of Revealing Light is like a fantastic stall card. Tribute to the Doom allows me to discard a card and destroy a monster on the field. There's nothing really to go that bad, especially because I'll be getting a lot of like if the past duels are any indication, I'll have Thunder Dragon in my starting hand and then end up with 2 of them when I end the duel. Backup Upstart Goblin, if I feel I need draw power. Hane, like the monster of the field returns to the owner's hand. Muka is essentially just backup quote-unquote boss monster in the similar case that Shadow Ghoul is. Because I can draw... Like, essentially, if first round goes poorly, I can swap out, like, say, the Hero Shadow Scouts, the Birds, the Borger. Swap in 3 Mukas, Upstart, and then maybe Painful Choice. Just so I can have more cards in my hand to have a stronger, beater. Premature burial. I didn't get Call of the Haunted, so this is the this is the band next best thing. Nobleman of Extermination on the off chance there's back row that needs to be dealt with. Oh yeah, this is the trap version, so I might not be in that bad of a situation unless Shy uses Magic Jammer. Also, I did Hydrate, so don't worry. So yeah, and then Shallow Grave might / probably will get put into the deck after the first round because it allows me to special summon. Well, it also allows Shy to special summon, but it allows me to special summon a monster from my graveyard and put it in face down defense position. And put it bluntly, if it's not Cyberjar, you're doing it wrong. Because essentially, you Cyberjar, Foolish Burial it back as long as you don't have the field, somehow flip Cyberjar again, wipe the field again. Alright, Shy got it set up. Alright. There we go. Hello, Shy. Are you ready? Ready to duel? I still love your snake picture. You're not ready. Fuck that. No, you're not. I mean, I don't think you're fucked. I think you've got a solid chance here. What is this starting hand? Alright, well, I'm going to set one monster in face down defense position. And I'm going to just end my turn. I didn't start off with Thunder Dragon this time. I'm sad. Like, I'm pretty sure I fairly consistently started off with Thunder Dragon. Also, just realized you're running a 50-card deck. Holy crap. Shy plays Pots of Greed. It allows her to draw 2 cards. Well, don't worry, Shy. If you're complaining your hand's bad, mine ain't exactly a real looker at the moment either. Alright, I draw. Oh my god. Well, this is going great, so screw it. I'm gonna flip my Bubonic Vermin, which allows me to special summon another Bubonic Vermin from my deck in face down defense position. And flip. Oh, set. I'm looking for the word flip and not set. Okay then. Well, I haven't normal summoned yet. I've only flipped. I normal summon Send You of the Thousand Hands, which allows me to add a ritual monster to my deck. My hand. So I will grab a Hungry Borger and put it in my hand. Then I'm just gonna attack your face down. What you got? A brick wall. Okay. Alright, well, I'm just gonna have my turn. Oh. Cool. I'll take those 1,000 life points. The image of my hand is fantastic. I'm sorry. It looks great. Well, I flip summon bubonic vermin to you know. I'm just gonna do the same thing again. Where is it? Set it. Okay. I'll then activate hamburger recipe, and I will send 2 of my bubonic vermins to the graveyard, which puts me at 6 to summon the mighty Hungry Burger. Alright. I'm still tied with your Mystic Elf, which annoys me, but I haven't normal summoned yet, so I'm just gonna set a card. And yeah, you know what, I'm gonna return. Note to self, I need something that can beat over Mystical Elf. Nah, I got some stuff I can do with it. I see a strategy. I think I screwed myself on said strategy. Alright. Go for it. Chai's got a trick up her sleeve. I'm afraid. Oh, I see how it is. Shai got summoned. Well, crap. Well, I'm kind of confused why you wouldn't just run that normally then. But, okay. Summon Skull's a really good boss monster at this point in the game. Oh. I'm sorry, Shai. Shai sets 2 back row. And then I'm pretty sure Shai's gonna command Summon Skull to eat a burger. Yep. 500 to me. You know, I can do it. I can probably make. Alright, well. I am going to discard Thunder Dragon. Pull 2 out of my deck. Where be the... Oh, there's... Opera. Alright, 2 Thunder Dragons to the hand. I will then go ahead and activate Darkhole. You destroy all monsters in the field. Destroy my Senju. Shai, you don't want to know what my hand looks like right now. You're not missing much. But, Because my Witch of the Black Forest was sent from the field to the graveyard, I can add a single monster to my hand with 1,500 or less defense. Oh, Mystic Tomato needs to be destroyed by battle. So I will choose something. Well, alright. I choose Sonic Bird because it has less than, just gonna confirm it, less than 1,500 defense. Okay. Well, I haven't summoned anything, so I'm immediately gonna summon Sonic Bird, which when it's normal or flip summon, I can add a ritual spell from my deck to my hand, and I will add a hamburger recipe, my deck to my hand. And I will go ahead and activate it. And I will send both of my Thunder Dragons to the grave, because neither of them are 6, only 5s. And I will special summon a Hungry Burger. I'll attack directly with the burger. Also, a burger without cheese, but with tomato? Ugh. Cringe. And I'll attack with Sonic Bird. Yeah. Alright, well. I will set a card. And I will attack your set monster. Mystic Tomato! Special summon one dark monster with 1,500 or less attack from your deck. In face-up attack position. Gosh, I had 2 Mystic Tomatoes? Ah. I want 2 Mystic Tomatoes. I mean, apparently they go great on my burger. Oh, I see how it is. Alright, fine. Fine. I will take the bait and attack Sangan. And then I assume you activate Sangan's effect to grab a monster with 1,500 or less attack from your deck and add it to your hand. I'll go ahead and end my turn. So, take your time looking. And Shy grabs Big Eye. Hmm. Um. Yeah. Get him, my burger. Oh, shit. Ah, destroy all monsters on the field. Well, rip Nimble Mamunga strat. So that's just gonna go straight to the grave. Destroy that monster field. The both players reveal the top 5 cards of the deck. So, as oh, T is face up. Alright, Spirit of the Harp. 4-star Ladybug of Doom. Oh, God. block attack, remove trap, and insect barrier are going to her hand. Actually running insect barrier? Nice. And then, let's see here. I'm gonna attack. Sandkin to defense. And Bombardment Beetle to defense. Magic Train and Solemn Judgment to my hand. That. Well, it is still my battle phase. One is the harp. One is... I wasn't paying attention, don't tell me. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm flipping a coin because I don't know which to attack, not for the effects. Okay? Okay. Making this clear. Okay, so it's the one in the middle I'm attacking. And now, I will flip and call. I call heads. Boom! Oh, there's the ladybug! Well, your ladybug's gone, and so is Jiraiya. Hey, I lose half my life points, I don't care. Okay. Alright, we'll go into my main phase 2, and I'm gonna set 2. Set 2 cards. And on my turn. Well, the good news is I know that the set monster is the harp. So, I know what to not attack into like an idiot. Without at least 2,000 attack. Oh god, I just did that back row. Oh boy. Alright. Well. I'm not gonna lie, that back row scares me more than anything. Alright. I'm going to sacrifice Sangan to normal summon Shadow Ghoul, and because Sangan was sent from the field to the grave, I can grab a monster with 1,500 or less attack and add it to my hand. Obviously. I mean, at this point, it's a bit obvious, so... We'll add a Hero Shadow Scout to my hand. I will then flip summon Bombardment Beetle to pick up and see one face-down defense position monster, the one in the middle, big guy. If it is an effect monster, destroy it, and its flip effect is not activated. Alright. In addition, I will really quick check Shadow Ghoul's attack. Because he gains 100 attack for each monster in the graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Feel free to check me on that if you want. But that is a 1,200 boost, plus his 1,600 puts him at 2,800. I mean, I did. Okay, technically, in actual Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, yes, a calculator is like a valid thing, but a lot of people do their math by hand as well. But I will go ahead and attack your face down monster, which is Spirit of the Harp, and then I will attack directly with Bombardment Beetle for chip damage. Yes, ritual monsters attack because they are monsters. And I won my turn. So the two, I want to say two hungry Borgers in the graveyard are counted as well. Uh-oh. Like, one of his face-up attack position monster your opponent could... Oh. Ow. Well, shit. Well, double shit. Yeah, whatever. Fine, that was a misplay on my part, but whatever. I mean, I'm not as concerned about Goblin Attack Force because of its effect. Yeah. Alright. Well, I will set a card. Go to the battle phase. Attack with my Bombardment Beetle. Well, if you're gonna do that, I activate Magic Drain. Oh, shit. Well... Wait! Shy! Okay, first of all, you activated Magic Jammer, which affects spells on a trap card. And you do realize, with the effect of Magic Drain, you already can discard a spell to negate its effects. Doesn't that do the exact same thing? Well, Magic Jammer only works on spell cards, and Magic Drain is a trap card. So... activated, yeah, Magic Drain on the shield and sword, so... Alright, so my Magic Drain doesn't go off, your doesn't go off, so it goes to the grave, and your freaking Goblin Attack Force has 2300 defense, which means I take 1900. Don't end turn. That to the grave. Well, now I have my turn. Okay. Game weird. Alright, I'll start by activating Upstart Goblin. Because technically I know what your back row is. Okay, so you're gonna let it go through. I will then flip summon Cyberjar. Unless you have any protests. Alright. Oh, that was your... Oh. I feel bad now. 2, 3, 4. And 5. Alright, so Shai's got the same idea as me. Bombardment Beetle, for sure, Mystic Tomato, and DNA Surgery, as well as Whip. Alright, so... That's... And... Set, and set. Alright, we all good? We're all good. I will set 2 back row. For the... Actually, no, I'm not doing that. I haven't done a normal set, so I'm going to normal set a monster. And end my turn. I know what I'm doing here. Alright, pick your target. Alright. So you hit my Bombardment Beetle, which means destroyed. Yeah, you can still summon. Sacrifices the beetle, sacrifices the witch, summons Red Eyes Black. And then Shai can add a card or a monster with 1500 or less defense to her hand from her deck. Alright. Well... Cursed Dragon. Need to not be stupid. Alright. There's no more ritual spells in my deck, so it's not like it's a big deal. Alright, so I'm gonna have to do something stupid here that I'm not gonna like. In order to keep this from biting me in the ass really bad. Oh, don't worry. There is a specific card that I have not used like 3 or 4 times that probably would have just ended this at this point, but alright. I start by activating Burger Recipe. By sending my 2 face-down monsters to the grave. Cyberjar does not activate. But I can grab a monster with 1500 or less attack from my deck and add it to my hand. And then Hungry Borger is summoned. And then I attack your face down. Because I know what it... Oh! Am I insane? So I might have royally screwed myself because I thought that was a Cyberjar. Well, okay. Okay, allow me to pretty much explain my thought process. My thought process was, one of my face down is a Cyberjar, Shy's face down is a Cyberjar. If both of them activate and things go out like last time, I deck out. In my following turn. So, my thought process was this. Okay, I get rid of my Cyberjar and summon Hungry Burger. Hungry Burger crashes into Shy Cyberjar, wipes the field, and because of the fact that I just looked at how many cards are in my deck, I know what cards are left in my deck thanks to Sangan. And my thought process was, puts 4 to 5 monsters on the field, crashes into Shy's hopefully mostly empty field, because I know what one of the monsters is, and essentially have one more turn to pull this out of my ass. Well, that's not happening now. Well, main phase 2. Well, main phase 2, I didn't summon anything, so I'm gonna set a monster in my turn. So, yeah, that was my bad. Oh, I see. So I now can't declare an attack. Wait. Oh, insect type monsters your opponent controls. So Red Eyes might be an insect, but it can't attack. So, or it can attack because it's yours, not mine. All right. So no more. Hmm. Well. Alright. Draw your 3 cards. Because I didn't get any of these earlier. And you're running a 50-card deck. I mean, you're supposed to reveal them, so... Well, that's definitely a monster. You hit 3 monsters. Well, I got rid of your Monster Reborn. Woo, it's not going to help me right now. And then the other two go to your hand. Yeah, I misplayed a couple times this one. It's not very good. I draw! I set one monster in face down defense position and end my turn. $10,000 attack. This goes to the grave, and I can set another one. Yes, your germ can beat over it because the one on the top of my graveyard is currently Oh no, I'm about to lose that 1,000 life points I just gained. I draw. I end my turn. I really misplayed this game. Oh no. Yeah, I know you can't freaking play it. I'm curious what the other half of your back row is. But go on. Yeah. Oh, okay. You know what? I have not used this entire freaking duel yet. And I can name at least 2 other times I could have used it and probably won. I'm freaking using it. He uses to negate the summon of Sanga of the Thunder, and I lose half my life points in the process. Not like it matters because I could have used it on Red Eyes and didn't. Fun fact, because I know how much is left in my deck. I don't. I'm 9 out of 10% confident. 9 out of 10% confident that there's nothing in my deck that can beat Red Eyes. But hey, Shy, draw 3 cards and discard any spells. Another harp, off recovery, and there's your other germ. You have to discard down to 6, by the way, at the end of your turn, if you were wondering. Rush recklessly. Okay. Sure. Okay. Snatch steal. Oh god. Snatched one of my borders. I need an edit of this, just like replace the bag with a burger. You drew it 2 or 3 turns ago when you were already ahead and didn't need it. And then Feesh. Fine, you know what? Let's make this great. I play Pot of Greed! Draw my last 2 pathetic cards! And then I summoned Yugioh. Fuck it. I'm crashing into your stupid magician face. I don't like her face. I'm calling tails. Lose half your life points. That's half of 3,300. Then I end my turn. Can we talk about this real quick? Then I draw Pot of Greed. Like when there's like 2 cards left in my deck. Ow, my hands. Alright, yeah. Oh man. What should we... Go eat. I'm gonna figure out how to fix this. No, just leave it up. We can wait. Unless you feel you're gonna be gone for a couple hours. Which I doubt. Alright, just let me know when you're back. So main problems with everything that just happened. I should have used Solemn Judgment so much freaking earlier. Like, I mean, incredibly earlier. I'm pretty sure, like, the key points, like, if I literally pulled up the VOD, the key points, can I, like, hold on, I should be able to see the VOD live so I can see where I literally just screwed this up. Just because I need to see, like, what I did stupid here. At the start, the hand with the 2 burgers and the 2 Thunder Dragons is actually really funny. Is that where I play Solemn? Yeah, that's where I play Solemn. I summoned Shadow Ghoul. Shadow Ghoul was on the field for a while. Yeah. When Shy summoned Goblin Attack Force, I should have solemned it. Straight up. And there's a good chance that she wouldn't have recovered from that. Dude, the nice Cyber Jar. Yeah, that was not a Cyber Jar. That was a Mystic Tomato. I should have realized it. Yeah. I should have solemned the blue eyes. Or, blue eyes. I should have solemned the red eyes. Like, that would have been, like, a huge turning point. That would have probably kept things from spiraling. And, or, I actually cyberjarred the frickin' Red Eyes. One of those would have been the better move. But I screwed it up and thought that there was a face down cyberjar that I could have used. Really, really, the biggest problems with that duel is the Hero Shadow Scouts that were in my deck until like the end of the freaking duel. I'm getting a bit of connection issues again, so Comcast is up to no good. In addition, I have trouble removing certain cards. So what I think I'm gonna do, Shy didn't have as many flip effects as I do, so I'm swapping the Bombardment Beetles out. I'm gonna run Hane for removal. I think I'll run Premature Burial. Because then I can grab a monster out of my grave and as a panic button. And then I'm debating running a second Upstart. If Shy... Shy's not even here, so I'm not gonna, like, worry about it. I could either run Shallow Grave to try to recycle a Cyberjar. Like, okay, another big problem is the fact that Shy's running 50 cards this time, which means it's a lot harder to mill her out while not milling myself out. Because I have a lot of cards that get out a lot of other monsters as well. So if I run Shallow Grave and try to recycle Cyberjars, there's a good potential. Especially if Shy also recycles a Cyberjar. That I could screw myself out of like 10 cards. So I'm debating whether I just want to go for hard and fast this time. Which would either be Upstart for an extra draw or Tribute of the Doomed. Which would just be discard a card and target a monster field and destroy it. In theory, I could also try to swap in some, like, remove the Hero Shadow Scouts and go for the Muka Mukas. Which I think I'll do. As a way to get as many cards into my hand as possible. So, yeah. Not gonna take painful choice because that just kind of comes back and potentially bites me in the ass. No Shallow Grave because there's not really like many flip monsters. Like, okay, like Witch of the Black Forest is good. Second Thunder's good. Cyberjar. There are some good like cards that I would want destroyed, but a lot of the time they draw from the deck, which means if I run out of cards in the deck, then I'm screwed. If I had a card that recycled some cards from my graveyard into my deck, I'd be better off, but I don't. I don't think there's been any in any of the packs that I had either, so essentially we're just gonna swap out the heroes because they don't help. Plus, I guess the heroes are a bit redundant because they send spells straight from like draw to the graveyard. but at the same time, Magic Drain can just simply negate. And it's not like my back row is particularly tight in this. Like, I only have the 3 counter trap. Well, I have the 4 counter traps. Otherwise, I typically have one slot that's just Hungry Burger, Dark Hole, Upstart. So I think that's the play. We focus on keeping cards in the hand, which means Muka Muka can come out and play. Especially if we can get Muka Muka off of a Cyber Jar that puts cards in my hand. That would be a very solid play. So if Shy was running 40 cards, I would probably not swap out the heroes. But Shy's not playing 40 cards. So I'm going to go ahead and go with this as the strat. Is it stupid? Yes, it's stupid. But it's not stupid if it works. So I'm gonna take a moment to get up, use the bathroom, and all that because Shy's off getting food. So I'm gonna run an ad break so that people joining don't have to deal with ads afterward. I'll be right back. Oh God, feature. bug on my screen. Again. Oh. Alright. I presume Shy's not back yet. So I hope she's not gone too long, because that would be a bit frustrating. But this does give us a chance to take a look here. The next pack is Labyrinth of Nightmare. I am a bit curious what we got. I'm just gonna do a quick one here. I'm not even gonna really read all the cards. Ooh, if we can get Masked Beast. If we can get Masked Beast, which is my brother's favorite card, probably in a 3-off, but I doubt that. Then this would be really good. Humanoid Dwarf Drake is worthless. Revival Jam. When destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can pay 1,000 life points to special summon and face up defense position into your next standby phase. Perfect. Movie of the Wicked. When this monster's normal summon, if this monster is normal summon, destroy it. If your opponent controls any monsters, decrease its attack by 200, which is stupid. Oh yeah, and this is a lot of the masks too. So this could be the return of this could be the return of like the Millstall deck. Discard one monster from your hands to the graveyard. Return one monster your opponent destroyed and sent to the graveyard as well as bad during this turn to your hand at the end of the turn. I definitely see you using that. Oh, Fairy Box. Your opponent's monster declares attack, toss a coin and call it. If you call it right, the monster's attack becomes 0 to the end of the battle phase. Torrential Tribute. Jam Breeding Machine. If it didn't summon things in face-up attack position, it wouldn't be so bad. No hand limit. I do not want this in the game. Jam Defender, which just lets you switch targets to Rival Jam. But a monster special summon from your graveyard, you can draw one card. This is not that good now, but is really good in like modern Yu-Gi-Oh. Offer this face-up card as a tribute to return one of your monsters destroyed in battle during this turn to the top of the deck. Tempting. Offer one of your monsters on the field as tribute during each of your standby phase. If you cannot, this card is destroyed. Monsters used to summon are offered as tribute due to other cards' effect are excluded. Amazon as Archer. Tribute to monsters to inflict 1,200. I might also try to do a burn deck. Oh, Shy's back. I will pick back up going through this. Welcome back, Shy. Ready when you are. But yeah, no, the next pack looks about awful because it's going to be burn. It's going to be a lot of burn. Alright. That's the intro of archetypes. That is also true. I'm going to set a monster and end my turn. Alright, main phase 1. I activate Upstart. I draw a card, you gain 1,000 life points. Preview. I set a card in the back row. I will flip summon Bubonic Vermin to grab another one from my deck and special summon it and face down defense. Since I haven't actually summoned, I will then summon Sonic Bird to grab a ritual spell from my deck, my hands. Alright. The battle phase and attack your face down. Which is Sanguine. Understandable. Understandable. What monster does she choose with 1,500 less attack? Who could it be? This animal that... Oh god, big guy. Well, I will attack directly with my vermin before ending my turn. I will set a monster. Set a back row and a turn. Fair, 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 fair. Alright, well. I will flip another Bubonic Vermin to summon a third one in face down defense. I will then activate hamburger recipe and send 2 of my Bubonic Vermin to the grave and make an absolutely disgusting hungry burger out of vermin. I will then I'm not gonna summon anything else just yet. But I'm gonna attack your face down defense monster. Which is a Mystic Tomato. You can special summon 1 dark monster with 1,500 or less attack from your deck in face-up attack position. Which is a germ. Alright, I'll take the bait and attack your germ, which inflicts 500 damage to me, as well as 400 to you. And you get to summon up to 2 more germs. Alright. Well, I will then shift into my main phase 2. Set a monster. And end my turn. Also, Shed, don't forget the 400 damage from the attack on attack. Alright, thank you. But it's your turn. Do what you will. Oh no. I summon Skull. Hey! No! You no! Give me back! You're just stealing my burger. I think. Fully in my burger. Well, this isn't good. Alright, that's 600 for me. Haha! Send that summon skull back to your hand. And I don't have any more bubonic vermin I could summon to begin with, so... Alright. Alright, my standby phase. During each of your opponent's standby phase, I'm being your opponent, I gain 1,000 life points. Yeah, I know if I can destroy the spell, it's just that I can't exactly destroy it right now. Because I'm stupid. Well, I will set a monster in face down defense. And then my turn. Yeah, that's not the move I would have done, but okay. Guy apparently has some unknowable plan. Alright, well, before you do anything, I gain 1,000 life points from Manga, and I can special summon 2 in face down defense. So that's okay. Put it on the top of the deck because it'll just get shuffled away anyway. My brain is not working at the moment. Don't mind me as my cards just fly over the field. That instead. No, the controls for this could be annoying. Yeah, I agree. So yeah, go on with your turn. Oh, you're not attacking again? Okay. Yeah, these are... Well, I gained 1,000 from... Snatch Steal. Not a lot I can do here. Not a lot in here. Other... Another! And... my turn. Blah. Oh, how useful! Kalukale, what a great day. Alright, stand by phase. 2,000 life points, main phase. Well, I normal summon a Jirai Gumo and pray one of these face downs is a frickin' Cyber Jar. I want the one right. I also call heads. Shit. Well, that life point advantage just went out the door. And now Shai will add another card from her hand, or from her grave to her deck to her hand with 1,500 or less attack. Mystic Tomato, which I got none of, and I will. I'm pretty much forced to end my turn at this point. There's not much I can do. Guy flips big eye. I could use a top deck right about now. Like, Pot of Greed, freaking great right about now. But don't worry, if it's anything like last time, this will be in the last 5 cards of my deck. This is 2,000. Really? My standby phase. I'll grab 1,000 life points from your card. Set a monster and activate Premature Burial. To pay 800 life points. And special summon a monster from my graveyard in attack position, and it's equipped with Premature Burial. I'll then go into my battle phase and attack my Hungry Borger. I declare heads. Son of a bitch. No, it just goes to my graveyard. Yeah. And then goes to your graveyard. Oh. And then you take 200 damage or whatever. And my turn. I misplayed again. Ah. I'll be honest, this is the reason why I'm not very good at Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I've lost more, well, or card games in general. But I've lost more card games because I've, like, forgotten I have a card set. And I would, care to admit, but go on. Dice hits a monster. And is going to wipe my Yugioh off the map. That's another 100 life for me. Your attack, my defense meets, so... Witch of the Black Forest is sticking around for another turn. Well, that's game. But go on. Yeah, Shy flips Magician of Faith for the effect. Or sacrificing it to summon something else, which I'm assuming is either Red Eyes Black Dragon or, yeah, it's Red Eyes Black Dragon. Mystic Tomato only works when it's destroyed by battle, by the way. I find it kind of funny that you have, like, Sanguine and Witch of the Black Forest, and you have, like, Mystic Tomato, which is similar in effect, but has to be destroyed by battle. I mean, I guess that is kind of why Witch of the Black Forest and Sanguine are banned. I can add a monster card to my hand with 1,500 or less defense! Oh boy! What do I choose? What do I choose? The tomato special summons, that's true. Not like this is gonna matter here, but I'll add Cyberjar to my hand, and then take my death due to my own stupidity. Yeah. Now, I'll be honest. You probably had a spell card in your hand, but when you activated frickin' Snatch, I should have activated this. At the very least, you would have had to have discard a spell. And then if you didn't, I could have at least negated the effect, but I didn't. I completely forgot this was a thing until you attacked me, and then I'm like, oh, I have Magic Drain. Yeah. When you took my burger. This is kind of why I do, like, Duel Links and some other games. That was literally the only spell I drew until I played Big Eyes. Yeah. Yeah, figures. I screwed up again. Woo! Alright. I win. I may get frustrated at myself for the fact that, you know, I make stupid decisions, but at the very least, I'm unfortunately going to have to suck it up. So, where's my Pot of Greed? Well, here's an upstart. But I drawn a Cyberjar. Dark Hole. Alright, so if I had gotten one more turn, I would have drawn Upstart, which would have just gone into another Cyberjar, which would have probably just been me summoning another Cyberjar to wipe the field. And really, yeah, that's about it. You got way better cards from the packs than I did. Like, I'll just be straight up honest. I didn't get a lot of very good cards. Like, my only good trap card are the Magic Drains. Really. Like, I don't know. The only real good cards I got were the Magic Drains. And I did swap in some cards during the side deck, but those just ended up being more bricks. the way, guess what the last card in my deck was? Pot of Greed. Remind me again why I run Pot of Greed. Like, I literally never draw it early. Alright, Shy gets 3 packs of her choice from whatever boxes she chooses that we've gone through. Oh, hey, Jar of Greed's up next. That'll be good. United we stand. The equipped monster gains 800 attack and defense for each face-up monster you control. Might actually use that. Mage power is 500 attack and defense for each spell or trap you control. Doesn't have to be face-up on that one. Necrofear. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must first be special summoned from your hand by banishing 3 fiend-type monsters from your graveyard during the end phase. If this card is in your graveyard because it was destroyed in your monster zone by an opponent's card and sent there this turn, target one face-up monster your opponent controls, equip this card to that target. While this card is equipped to a monster by this effect, take control of that monster. Dark Necrofear is a really, really good card. The only thing is I don't think I have a lot of Fiend. But yeah, I literally had no clue that to do this, what to do with my cards, so I basically said fuck it and then shuffled as many good combination of cards I could think of. Yeah! I had a strategy, it just didn't last. I'll be honest, when you went in with 50 cards, you screwed over my first strategy. Straight up. I'm also taking a look to see if I have any good fiends. Am I running any? Dragon was an insect. Which of the Black Forest is a spellcaster? Sandkin is a fiend. Hero's a fiend. Cadogal's a zombie. I might be able to make it work, actually. If I can get Dark Necrofear, we'll have to see. I might need another Sandkin. Literally half your deck with spell and trap cards. Oh! If I had drawn Hero Shadow Scout so much earlier in that first duel, in addition to not being misplaying like a freaking nubile young babby. I mean, Shy, none of your misplays apparently cost you the duel like it did me. Which is a bit frustrating. Oh, right! Last Warrior from Another Planet. This card is special to summon. Destroy all other monsters you control. Neither player can summon monsters. Good effect, but it's a fusion. And you can't, and nobody can summon monsters after it destroys all your, or after it wipes your field. Good trap release set. Well, shit. I mean, ultimately, it didn't affect you too bad. Because, like, you just had to discard a spell, which you had. Fusion Gate. Oh god, Magic Cylinder. Yeah, I can see some cards I want out of this. Oh, what was that trap card I never... it was a trap card that I did want to use, but didn't put in my deck like an idiot. Mitch Azure probably would have been a smart idea to run, because then when one of my cards was sent from the field to the graveyard... Ah, Light Force Sword, that's what I should have put in my deck. I mean, yeah. What the hell do you mean? I could have banished a random card from your hand and or face down. You got Prohibition? Oh, God. No, I didn't get one. Thought they were the only thing worth mentioning. Alright. Well, that's it for the Yu-Gi-Oh thing for the night. Feeling up for Minecraft Shy, or I mean, sure, I'm fine with it.